Hey guys, and welcome to episode 3 of the Atletico Madrid career mode. The start of this episode, unfortunately, Cersei did get injured in the last episode, so of course we are going to have to replace him. I think we're just going to put Griezmann in. I'm not too sure though, because that is actually our second team there, so it's nice to have a bit of versatileness with the formation, of course. If you stick to one system, it can become quite plain and boring, of course, so having a second choice is really helpful if you are losing. So we're going to head into our first game of the episode against Celta Vigo with the 4-2-3-1. We may move to the 4-3-2-1 in the future. We'll have to see, of course, depending on what we do in the January transfer window and what injuries come up. So we go into the game in the 25th minute of the match here. Celta Vigo with a long goal kick to the middle of the midfield. He heads the ball and then he puts it through for Charles, and then Charles puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 in the game. Not much the goalkeeper could do about it, but I think I could have done a lot better defensively, and maybe the midfield could have done a bit better to prevent that goal and to get them into the lead. And then we go into the 69th minute of the match here, and Juanfran on the right hand side, just running down the right hand side, and eventually does get across into the box and then goes to Boney, and then Boney turns in and gets the goal to make it 1-1 in the game. With 20 minutes left, hopefully we can get the winning goal and get the 3 points, because Celta Vigo are a team we definitely need to be beating. So 5 minutes later, we do go on attack. Turan here passes the ball out wide to Koke, and then he cuts inside, goes past one, goes past two. He kind of gets lucky, it wins the ball back, and then it luckily deflects out wide to Griezmann. Griezmann with the ball into the back post, and Turan with the goal to get it into the lead, of course, to make it 2-1. And with 10 minutes left, I was pretty confident we could keep the lead, but unfortunately they do get a corner in the final moments of the game here in the 84th minute, and they do cross it into the box, and it is a really tall guy. I don't know, like, the goalkeeper could have caught it, but then my player just like got it out of his hands. So yeah, a little bit annoying to draw that game. We should have definitely won it and got the 3 points. So our next game is against Almeria, a team that are exactly the best in the world, and we are going to change it to the 4-3-2-1 for this game. Hopefully we do a little bit better with that formation, a bit more width, and it's kind of like having 3 strikers. So they do get a penalty for probably the stupidest thing in the world. If you just look at this replay here, you don't see a penalty there, do you, really? Maybe Juanfran's pushed him or something, but nothing amazing. And of course he does step up to the spot, and I was quite confident with Oblak in goal. He is like 6'3", quite a tall goalkeeper. He's got a good chance to save it, but unfortunately eventually they do put it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 in the game. It is a little bit unfortunate, and there's not much I can really do about it, to be honest. So we head into the second half. Hopefully we can do a bit better against Almeria, a team we should definitely be beating, the same as Celta Vigo. And we head into the 73rd minute of the match here. Griezmann with a nice bit of skill cuts inside, and then it goes past one, goes past two with a nice turn. He kind of commits and goes through and gets the goal to make it 1-1 in the game. A really nice goal for the Frenchman, and he is a really good player. I definitely would suggest him in career mode. If you need a guy on the left hand side, he'll definitely do a good job. And then we head into the 82nd minute of the match here, and a poor clearance from Almeria puts it straight to Gabby, and then Gabby passes it to Milner. Milner passes it to Griezmann. Griezmann turns the man, goes into the box, eventually gets a shot off. It does hit the post, but Milner is there to get the goal. I think that's actually his first league goal for us, though he's actually been quite a good signing. He's mainly playing in the centre mid position, but I do occasionally play him on the right mid position, just if we have like Mandzukic in the box with his fantastic crossing ability. We're definitely going to use that and get a goal. And then this goal here in the 88th minute of the match, dying moments of the game, a really good goal from Juanfran. Didn't know he really had that in his locker, but he put it away to make it 3-1 and to get us the 3 points. So it kind of shows that the 4-3-2-1 is working a bit better, but of course we'll always have to change, and if we make some signings in January, yeah, we may have to change the formation and maybe get a different system. So we're heading to our next game against Sevilla, a very tough opponent actually, so it is going to be an interesting episode. We've got Roma and Valencia as well, so quite a tough episode for fixtures. Of course we could have Real Madrid and Barcelona, but still it is quite a tough episode. So we are going to keep Moya in goal, as he does have the better stats, but Oblak seems to be not conceding as many, so it is an interesting thing. Of course, leave a comment down below on which keeper I should play with, of course. So yeah, we head into the 5th minute of the match here, and we do put a ball through for Shaqiri, and he does eventually get it into the back of the net after going around the goalkeeper to make it 1-0 in the first 10 minutes of the match. A really nice goal for the Swissman. He's been a good player, but he hasn't like got a load of goals and gotten a load of assists, which is a bit of a shame. But at the same time, it's not always about getting the goals and the assists, it's just being that really hard working player. So we head into the second half. Straight away from the second half, we go on the attack with Shaqiri, running at them with his fantastic pace, and eventually getting into the box is Mandzukic to make it 2-0 in the game. A nice goal for him, and yeah, a nice way to start off the second half straight away, bouncing back and getting the goal to make it 2-0, a good start for us, of course. And then in the 54th minute of the match here, we do get a third goal. Mandzukic passes it out wide to Griezmann. Griezmann with his fantastic pace again just runs through the team, eventually gets into the box and puts it into the back of the net to make it 3-0. A nice finish for the Frenchman again. Really good player. He's probably my favourite so far. He's just got the 4-star skills, the pace and the fantastic stats to make him a really good player. So of course a 3-0 win against Sevilla, who did get into the Europa League final this year, I think. So yeah, good result for us of course. And we're going to head into the Champions League game against Roma. A tough side of course. They were actually a team that we were going to do the career mode with, and yeah, ended up being Atletico Madrid in the end. So changing up the side for the next game, we're playing a bit of a weaker side, like we got Phil Jones in the defence and a few others here and there, but generally, as long as we get a point, I'm more than happy with the result, of course. Of course, Cersei's out at the moment, so our attacking options are a bit limited. So we head into the 10th minute of the match here, and we do give away the ball to Gervinho, passes it to Destro. Destro runs down the right-hand side, gets the cross into the box, and it is into Florenzi. Just, I don't know what Wanfram was really doing there. He wasn't jumping for it and competing, but yeah, a little bit of a poor way to start off. But pretty much straight from the kickoff, we do go on the attack here with Turan, just trying to make some space for Milner to run onto and butt a ball into the back of the net. A fantastic strike for the Englishman. And yeah, I'm not regretting making the signing of Milner. He's a versatile player. He can hit the ball quite nicely, and of course he has got a really good passing ability. So far he's been a really good signing. I'm glad I made him. So we head into the second half of the game, and in the 53rd minute of the match here, Roma goes on the attack. Pjanic and De Rossi with a nice 1-2, gets to Destro and then back to Pjanic. And what was Moya doing there? If you want to watch that back, like, it literally went straight through him, and he makes it 2-1 in the game, and we lose out in the Champions League again. Like, we need to be winning these games if we are going to get through to the next round, of course. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing so far. So we're going to head into our final game against Valencia, probably the biggest game of the episode so far. Even though they are only 10th in the league, they have got a very tough side, and again, another team that we were going to do the career mode with, but Atletico Madrid, of course, won the straw poll. So changing the side for the next game, I don't think there is going to be many changes. I think we're just going to put our black in goal, because that performance from Moya just wasn't good enough. I'm not too sure if I do actually put Moya back in the end, but we'll have to see, of course. So yeah, just changing up the team for the next game. Hopefully we can get a good result against Valencia, a very tough side, and we are going to go with Hot Black. So hopefully he does a bit better, but we'll have to see, of course. And unfortunately, in the first 20 minutes, we did concede a penalty there. Miranda just missing the ball completely, and then just taking Faguli out with a nice elbow to the face, of course. So of course they got a penalty. Can All Black become a hero and make a save? And of course against Negredo, a very good player taking penalties, and eventually he does take it and he puts it down. We go the right way, but he still gets the goal to make it 1-0 in the game. A little bit disappointing, of course. When you do dive the right way, you kind of expect to save it, but we head into the 23rd minute of the match here, straight from kickoff again. Negredo goes on the attack, passes it to Gomez. Gomez looks for the runs out wide and eventually gets it through to Faguli again, and he puts it into the back of the net to make it 2-0. Not exactly the first 20 minutes I really wanted, but nevertheless, we go into the second half with a bit more hope, and we put the ball into the back post, and Turan does unfortunately not win the header, but eventually we do get back into the box when Mandzukic passes it to Koke. Koke with a nice shot at the near post to make it 2-1 in the game, and hopefully with 20 minutes left of the game, we can at least get a point out of this game. That's what we definitely need to do. And with our last chance in the game, in the 89th minute, we do get a throw in here, pass it inside to Wanfran. At this point, we were playing the 4-2-4 formation with literally Bony and Mandzukic up front and 2 wingers, of course. And we do get the goal to make it 2-2. A really nice volley from Wilfred Bony. Definitely a very good signing and a very good player. So yeah, we didn't exactly do too well this episode performance-wise. We only got 1 win against Almeria. The rest of them were draws, so we definitely need to do a lot better in the next episode. So if you did enjoy this episode, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.